You can bring your own cup if you want. If you had a Bloody Mary before and you want one again, they have spicy and regular. I'm kind of not a spicy girl. I like the regular, but I gotta sit down because I feel like taking a nap after I have one. You can also bring your dinghy and walk. Brian will talk about the logistics of that later. And tomorrow there is a farmer's market at the Classic Car Museum. That's a little further down. It is from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. It is pet friendly. It is a little too far to walk, so you need an Uber or a ride there, unless you like walking like 4 or 5 miles. They have really great raffles. I actually now know 2 people personally that have won really cool things from the raffle. And Brian will talk about that later as well. And here's Brian.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, those farmers markets are really cool. They're really the one at the amphitheater. If you need vegetables, get there early. They go fast. Lots going on there. It's a really cool event. That jam session. If you're a musician, take your instrument because they have a jam session up there that's like second to none, and they invite people to come up there and play. And I've been there, and there's 40 people up there with musical instruments playing. It really is a cool thing. But that's at the amphitheater today. And I'll give you a little information about how to get closer to the amphitheater with your tender. But you can check out information about the farmers market at the amphitheater or any of the outdoor concerts that they have going on there. They're having great headliner bands now. It's March. We just had Rod Stewart and Toto and Tesla and Bret Michaels play a week ago. You can check out all the people that are coming to the amphitheater and checking out their website, and that's theamp.com. I encourage you to check that out. Also, remember the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page has an event section, and we do like to plan events there. We try to plan as many as we can. Our main planner of events, Sarah, Captain Sarah, she's down in the Bahamas right now cruising, and we hope she's doing well and wish her luck on
We
her
had
return.
a Sarah sighting
Yeah, we had a Sarah sighting.
Yeah, we did
have
on
a Sarah
Facebook.
sighting on the Facebook page. But when she gets back, we'll get our events back up and rolling. We try to do a little bit, but things are ramping up here in the city. But always check back to that St. Augustine Cruisers Network page. You can check the events section and look for local events happening in and around the city. That's going to wrap up our local information about St. Augustine. Remember to check out that Facebook page. It's very useful. Visit staugustine.com. Tells you all the things going on in and around the city. Talks about complimentary free shuttles that they offer in and around the city. So check that out. It's a very important website. And remember, we have that parade going on today, so get out there and check out that parade. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to have our roll call and open forum. Please stand by. Good morning, boaters and cruisers in St. Augustine. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing morning this morning in St. Augustine, Florida, our nation's oldest city. My name is Brian Bliss, broadcasting live for the St. Augustine Cruisers Network broadcast for Saturday, March 14th. Coming to you live this morning from the motor vessel Ovation at Comanche Cove Marina. Special thanks to Admiral Yacht Sales. If you need anything boat sales related, whether it's tenders or your big boat or whatever you need, go see Mark Drukas over there at Admiral Yacht Sales. He's a very knowledgeable, very professional, and thank you very much, Mark, for letting us use this boat. Now's the time. We like to do our roll call, and we like to do our open forum. This will be the portion of this morning's broadcast where I encourage participation and we'll ask different questions about different services and products, and we try to share information with our local boating community. A lot of the things that you'll see and hear about on the radio broadcast, you will actually be able to see on the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. It's a private page. And also, Anchor Eats does a audio recording of the shows, and they play them on their YouTube channel. That's the Anchor Eats Boating Bliss YouTube channel. And that brings up today's sponsor for Roll Call, and that is Anchor Eats. Anchor Eats is a nautical delivery service. That's right. You have a DoorDash right here on the water that will come to your boat. They will pick up supplies and food and groceries and whatever you need, and they will bring it directly to your boat. So you can check out more information about Anchor Eats by looking up their website, getanchoreats.com. They also have, you can call or text them at 904-609-BOAT. That's 609-2628. They monitor channel 69. And just look for the orange tenders inside the mooring fields. They're out there. You can just holler at them and see what they have. If they have anything for sale. Today we're going to have the sandbar patrol out at the sandbar. So if you see the orange tender out there, give them a holler. They're going to have some hot food on board. Huge thanks to Anchor Eats. Anchor Eats, connecting land to sea. Your DoorDash on the water. And now's the time we like to do our roll call. Those of you that are out there this morning, if you're listening and you'd like to chime in and say hello, now's the time to do it. Let us know loud and proud and tell us what the name of your boat is. So those of you that like to check in, please do so now.
All
right.
Good morning.
This is Sun Station. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Captain Michelle.
Sonata Oasis Marina on the Heart, Brad Kuchen.
Good morning, sir. Hopefully you're enjoying this morning over there.
This is too ostentatious. Good morning.
Good morning, Ostentatious. Thank you so much for putting that post on the Facebook page. A lot of people were very happy. They were able to score some really cool things. Thank you very much.
From where that came from, so yeah.
All
Give me a
right.
holler. Those moon dance were new to the net.
Hello.
Good morning, Moon Dance. Hello. Good morning to you.
The river just passing through
Good morning to you. There's people going, you do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank all our boaters and cruisers that checked in this morning. Now we're going to have our open forum, and I encourage participation. This is where we try to share information with our local boaters and our local boating community and cruising community. So is there anyone out there that's new to the area or coming through, or anybody really that requires any information or services or products while you're in the St. Augustine area? If so, please let us know now.
moon dance.
Good morning, Moon Dance.
We're looking for a dinghy repair. We're an AB dinghy with Apollon.
All right, so we're looking for some dinghy repair. All right, is there anyone out there that has any information about dinghy repair?
Moon Dance, this is Cayenne 2. We have an AB and we had some repairs that we needed, and we just bought a can of Flex Paste. It works wonderful. It's compatible with Hypalon. It's like $16, and it works like a dream. We've been using it for 2 years.
Yeah, this is a strap that's pulled out, and I tried putting it together once already and failed miserably. So it's going to take some work, I think, to fix it right this time.
Roger that, guy.
Thanks for the information.
Captain, there is a company here in St. Augustine. They're fellow cruisers. They're members of the cruising family and volunteers with our Cruisers Network. So they own a company called the Yacht Rigger of St. Augustine, and they do a little bit of everything. You can reach out to them. I'll get their number for you, and I'll put it out there at the end of the broadcast. Or you can personal message me through the website, and I can share it with you that way as well. Or you can look it up. It's the Yacht Rigger of St. Augustine. They're very helpful, very useful. And they are actually not an inflatable tender, but they are a dinghy dealer, so maybe they'd be able to steer you in the right direction. Check those people out.
Yeah, yacht rigger. We'll look it up. Thank you.
All right. Now, is there anyone in the St. Augustine area that is selling anything or donating anything or trying to trade anything or get rid of anything while you're in the St. Augustine area? Now, we do have one of our cruisers that's in the field that's got some stuff for sale, and he put some information about that on the Facebook page. I think he's listening in this morning, so if you'd like to get a hold of him, I believe his vessel's name is Ostentatious. So, is there anybody out there that sell anything or trying to get rid of anything? If so, please let us know now.
Morning. I have an extra spade anchor 100S that we've used a few times in Lake Michigan. It's in great shape, and I'm interested in selling that. It's posted on Facebook Marketplace.
Thank you very much for sharing that information. So anyone out there, I don't know if you heard, we have a nice anchor for sale. And then I also saw some nice chain that was for sale on the Facebook page. I encourage you to check out that St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. It's very helpful, very useful.
Hey Brian, I have some info on that dinghy repair.
All right, go ahead.
His name is Arnis, A-R-N-I-S, of Fair Winds, and I have a phone number for you.
Smooth dance. Go with the phone number.
904-669-6045. He's the only one that we know of in Northeast Florida that does rib repair.
Roger. Would you repeat the last four, please?
This is perfect.
6045.
You got it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Captain. Now's the portion for our lost and found. Is there anybody that's lost anything or found anything in the St. Augustine area that you'd like to share with the group? If so, please do so now. I'd like to share a little information. We did have one of our cruisers found a dinghy that was just adrift in the fields, and he grabbed it, and we've gotten that dinghy and we're storing it and trying to share the word, get the word out there. If there's anybody that's missing a dinghy, it's an inflatable, no engine on it, and if you can describe it, we've got it in a safe place right now. But there is a dinghy. If anybody's looking for it, we did find a dinghy in the mooring field a couple weeks ago, about 10 days ago. Now, is there anyone in the St. Augustine area that's departing soon, or you're in the middle of your departure and you need any kind of information? If so, please let us know now. And finally, this is this morning's general announcement portion of the open forum. Is there anyone out there that'd like to share anything with the group? A happy birthday or a happy anniversary or a happy St. Patty's Day? Anything you'd like to share with the group, please do so now. You want to talk about Sandbar today? Or no?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to do it? All right, I'd like to thank everybody for participating this morning in our roll call and open forum event. It's a very useful tool for us to share information with our boating community. And you see this morning, it was in action. That's how we make it work. I love that people are involved and getting involved with this. We have a wonderful boating family here in Northeast Florida. We're going to have more broadcasts coming on. Coming up. We've got some local marine information as well as our blessing of the day. And I have Kelly one last time going to tell you a little bit more about Anchor Eats before we take a break. Here's Kelly.
Good morning, good morning. So, as you know, we have this bright orange boat. I got some new flags, so watch for those. And watch for Brian and his music. We are going to be in the Salt Run Sandbar. What's the other sandbar?
It's Jules Isle or
Jules Isle Sandbar. People call it different things.
Bird Island.
Bird Island is also what it's called. But the sandbars here we're going to be at today. We're going to be driving around. You can get food. You don't have to get food. You don't have to be at the sandbar to get food today, or any day. So we are, looking at chicken sandwiches.
We're going to have pizza, chicken sandwiches, and hot dogs on board today if you're hungry.
Pizza, chicken sandwiches, and hot dogs on board today. We do have heaters to keep them warm. We're going to have ice. We have cold drinks and some chips if you want chips with your hot dog.
Pirate's booty.
Pirate's booty. Okay. So we're also going to be driving through the mooring and anchoring field. So, no delivery fee today. If you want hot dogs, right here. If you want chicken sandwiches, right now. If you want pizza, right now. No delivery fee. When we drive past, wave us down. Or Channel 69. Or 904-609-BOAT. Flag us down, call us on the VHF, and we'll bring it over. No delivery fee today. As long as you see the boat, we're out until we're sold out.
Thank you very much, Kelly. That's Anchor Eats. Thank you for sponsoring this morning's roll call. We're going to take a little break. When we get back, we're going to have some local marine information. Please stand by.
Quit advertising your businesses on the VHF. It ought to be illegal.
What did he say?
It's just a local service and it's really awesome, so maybe you should stop being so judgy.
What did they say? Did you hear that, folks?
Yeah, that's cool. That was M. That was M taking us cover.
Sounds like TV commercials. Go ahead and pick another channel. That was on this from before you were born.
I guess they're not hungry today, Brian. They're not hungry today.
Whatever, boomer.
I hope they don't lose anything,
Yeah.
like a dinghy. Someone might want to let them know.
I knew exactly who that was.
I guess they've never been in the Bahamas.
I gave that guy pizza before.
Oh,
I know who that was. Yeah.
no pizza for you. Some people don't want to participate. That's okay.
Good morning, boaters and cruisers in the St. Augustine area. Hopefully everyone's having a great morning this morning here in St. Augustine, Florida, our nation's oldest city. Special thanks to Admiral Yacht Sales for letting us use this boat this morning. We talked about it earlier how St. Augustine's an amazing city. And one of the reasons is our inlet, having that inlet so close to town. It gives you a very convenient way to hop in to the city and as well as to hop offshore and continue on with your destination. So I want to give you a little bit of information about the inlet. First off, my name is Brian Bliss and I'm a Northeast Florida native and I've been boating on these waters for about 30 years. So I'd like to share some of my information and knowledge with you. If you've been through an area and you have different information or different knowledge, please share it with the group. And because this is all just to share information with folks. This is our marine information portion of this morning's broadcast. If you are using the inlet, if you're going to transit the inlet, whether you're inbound or outbound, let's talk about outbound. If you're outbound, we do get sandbars and shoaling both north and south of the marked channel in the inlet. So I advise, if you're outbound, to go all the way to the sea buoy before you make your northern or southern turn. If you have more local knowledge and you know better, then you can cut the corners. But if you do not know, I would go all the way to the sea buoy before you make your northern or southern turn offshore. If you are turning south and you're running south, there is another inlet about 15 miles south of St. Augustine called Matanzas Inlet. This is not really a navigable inlet. It's more of a natural inlet. You can do it with a small boat and a lot of knowledge. But just know that down about 15 miles south, those sandbars and shoals stretch a little ways offshore down there. So if you're cruising with 1 foot on the beach, make sure you're aware of the Matanzas Inlet area about 15 miles south of the St. Augustine Inlet. Now, if you're making that approach to St. Augustine, exactly the same principle applies. I would come to the sea buoy before I made my western approach and make sure you stay inside the channel markers. Again, we do experience strong currents here. That inlet will look completely different on an ebb as it will on a flood. And then be advised, there are significant shoals both north and south of the marked channel in the inlet here in St. Augustine. Now, when you're coming in that inlet, it's a magical inlet. You have the white sandy beaches, you have the lighthouse there, you have the cross. And if you look off your starboard side when you're inbound, you'll see that fixed bridge over there. That's the Volano Beach area. That's where I'm broadcasting live from this morning from the Motor Vessel Ovation. That area of town, off your starboard side if you're inbound, or on the northern side of the inlet, is called Volano Beach. It's a great little town, little sleepy little beach town just north of the St. Augustine City area. There's all kinds of shops and stores, restaurants. There's a marine supply store there. There's also a Publix grocery store, as well as the beach. There's all kinds of things to do in Volano Beach. It's a very cool little town, and there's great access to it. They have a dinghy dock that is on the St. Augustine fishing, or on the Volano Beach fishing pier over there, that's just south of that big fixed bridge on the eastern shore of the ICW. This dinghy dock is the city dock, and it is they use it for loading shuttles and taxis. So there are some painted areas on the dock that you gotta, don't park in those areas. But there's plenty of extra room to park your dinghy there. But be advised, that area is not in any type of wake restriction zone, and it gets the full fury of the current and the boat wakes there. So if you're going to tie your dinghy up there, make sure you tie it up properly. And then if you're going to walk to the store, make sure you bring a wagon. It's not a very far walk, but it's a long walk with a case of water. Now you'll see that fixed bridge there. Just south of that fixed bridge, you'll see some boats anchored there. That is our Volano Beach anchorage. Just know that Volano Beach gets some of the strongest currents in St. Augustine, so be aware of those currents in and around this Volano Beach area. You'll see that fixed bridge on the west side of that fixed bridge is where I'm broadcasting from today. There's a marina over there called Comanche Cove Marina. Comanche Cove Marina is a full-service marina. They offer transient sales, transient dockage. They also have fuel and diesel sales, although right now they're upgrading their pumps. They should be up next week. But they have shops and stores and restaurants on the property. They have pump out services. But the nice thing about Comanche Cove is there's a breakwater before you come in here. So when you come in here, you very little current, very little wind because of all the structure around. So it's a nice place to have to do slow speed maneuvering. There's also a full service boat yard over there called the Comanche Cove Boat Yard over there. But Comanche Cove, the guys over there, the folks over there are very knowledgeable. They're very helpful. If you need anything at all, you can reach Comanche Cove Marina on channel 6-8. They monitor channel 6-8 on the VHF radio. And that's between Comanche Cove Marina and that dinghy dock gives you great access to the northern end of St. Augustine. There's lots of shops, stores, restaurants. There's actually a couple of attractions up here like the Fountain of Youth and the old jail. And you can do all that exploring by utilizing the dinghy dock over in Volano, or you can utilize the Comanche Cove Marina over in the Volano Beach western area. That's great access to the northern attractions and stores and shops and restaurants in St. Augustine. That's Volano Beach. Salt Run. Salt Run is a little, we'll talk about Salt Run. It's the body of water when you're coming in the inlet and you look off to the south. When you look in the southern direction of the inlet, if you're inbound looking off your port side, that little area is called Salt Run. It goes all the way back. It's like a dead end. It goes back and it dead ends into a lagoon up in the Anastasia State Park. Before you get there, there's a great little mooring field called the Salt Run Mooring Field. This is a city-maintained mooring field. It's a very nice mooring field. And there's a dinghy dock that's up there right in the shadow of the lighthouse. That dinghy dock is right in front of the St. Augustine Yacht Club, and that dinghy dock gives you great access to explore the southern attractions, stores, and shops of St. Augustine. You can go there and tie up, and that gives you good access to the lighthouse, as well as the amphitheater is a short walk. That's also the farmer's market at the amphitheater today. There's a surf shop there called the Surf Station that has bathing suits and apparel and all your board needs for getting in the water and playing if you need to pick up anything before you go to the islands. We also have the alligator farm there. There's mini golf there. There's a skating rink there. And several restaurants and stores and all kinds of things going on just south of town. It's either a short walk over the Bridge of Lions to the east, or you can utilize that dinghy dock over there at Salt Run. You'll see that marina up Salt Run there. That marina is a local favorite. That is the Conch House Marina. And that is a full service marina. They offer transient dockage, fuel and diesel sales, as well as pump out services. But the nice thing about the Conch House is the vibe. The feeling there is so laid back. It's so cool. It's an island style vibe. They have a great tiki bar that's right on the water. They have a wonderful restaurant that overlooks Salt Run. They have outside dining. It really is a nice place. I encourage you to check out the Conch House. They monitor channel 6-9 on the VHF radio. The staff over there is very helpful, very knowledgeable. But a local thing to do, a favorite thing to do, is to go to the tiki bar, get a Goombay smash, watch the fish that come back on the charter boats. It really is a cool thing. So check that out. That's the Conch House Marina up Salt Run. Also in Salt Run, when you're making that approach in there, you'll see the channel markers. You'll see that white sandy beach off your port side. That's the back side of Anastasia Island. That's a great little beach for exploring. It's all natural. The only thing up there is shells and footprints. So it's a great little place to go exploring for shark's teeth and stuff. It's a local favorite to go there and just kind of raft up and hang out on the sandbar. That is the sandbar where Anchor Eats Sandbar Patrol will be today. So look for them. But that is the Salt Run area. Take a little break, and we're going to get back. We're going to talk about the downtown area of St. Augustine. Please stand by. Downtown area of St. Augustine. This is where it's at. This is the beauty of it. You come in there, you have the cross blessing you, you have the fort protecting you. That fort is one of the oldest structures in North America. I mean, it is old. And then you have the whole bayfront area there, all the beautiful structures and architecture there. You'll see the mooring field and the anchorage there behind the fort. That is our San Marco mooring field in our north anchorage. Please remember that there's folks on those boats. Please be careful with your wakes in and around the St. Augustine area. You are responsible for your wake. That mooring field and anchorage there is just north of one of the most recognizable structures on the East Coast, our very own Bridge of Lions. The Bridge of Lions is a crown jewel of St. Augustine. It is a beautiful bridge, but the thing about the Bridge of Lions is it's not very tall, so it has to open, and it opens quite frequently. It's probably the hardest working thing here in St. Augustine is that Bridge of Lions. That Bridge of Lions opens up every hour on the hour and on the half hour. So that's big hand on the 12th, big hand on the 6th. And then be advised, and they also monitor channel 09. That's 09 for the Bridge of Lions and all bridges in Florida. And I cannot overemphasize the currents in and around downtown area there. Be advised, of what your tides are and know your currents, especially when you're waiting on bridge openings. That's the Bridge of Lions on channel 09. Just south of the bridge on the western shore, that is the St. Augustine Municipal Marina. This is the city's marina. This is the doorstep to St. Augustine. St. Augustine Municipal Marina is a full-service marina. They offer fuel sales, diesel sales, as well as transient dockage. They also manage the mooring fields. There's 3 mooring fields here in St. Augustine. There's the one north of the bridge, San Marco. The one south of the bridge, the Menendez Field. That's like our Leave It to Beaver neighborhood there. And then they also manage the one over in Salt Run. The St. Augustine Municipal Marina offers a great service to the 2 mooring fields that are downtown. This is the Menendez Field and the San Marco Field. And that is a shuttle service that they run every day. It starts at 10 in the morning and it runs until 6 in the evening, and it runs every 2 hours. It's a great service. You can call and talk to the folks over there at the marina more about the shuttle service on channel 71. That's their channel. It's channel 71 for the St. Augustine Municipal Marina. They also offer a pump out. They have a pump out boat where they'll come to you in the anchorage in the mooring field, and for a small fee, they will come to you and pump you out while you're anchored or at the mooring field. And they like to do this service in the mornings. So if you'd like to do it, either call them early in the morning and schedule it, or I recommend calling in the afternoon and scheduling it for the following morning. Those of you staying in St. Augustine, those of our cruisers staying in St. Augustine that are not staying in the mooring fields, you can still utilize the dinghy dock and the doorstep to the city, the St. Augustine Municipal Marina, by purchasing a daily dinghy pass. These are for sale, and this gives you great access to the dinghy dock, as well as the facilities. That's the lounge, the laundry, and the showers at the city marina. More about that, you just contact the city marina on channel 71 and ask them about their daily dinghy passes for sale. Please remember the St. Augustine Municipal Marina is a very busy marina. There's a lot of current that's going on in and around that city. They have lots of staff that are there to help you, but to ensure that you get proper help if you're coming there for a service, I highly recommend you calling them on channel 71, stating your intentions and getting into the queue. That way you can make sure that you have adequate assistance whenever you get to the dock. I cannot overemphasize the currents in and around the downtown area. Just south of the St. Augustine Municipal Marina is the Menendez Mooring Field in the South Anchorage. That's our Leave It to Beaver neighborhood. Remember, there's boats, people on those boats, so please be courteous with your wakes in and around that area. Also, please be advised there is some significant shoaling. There's a small shoal that's between the Intercoastal Waterway and the Menendez Field there. We got our 2 Anchor Eats for providing breakfast this morning. St. Augustine's a great city. It's going to be beautiful today. Get out there and enjoy it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. The parade's about to start in 5 minutes. And it's just going to be a beautiful day. So get out there and enjoy this amazing city. Our next broadcast is going to be next Tuesday and at 9 o'clock on this same channel. If you're interested in either conducting a broadcast, you can do one, or you can do any day that you want to do, or several days. We're trying to get it to every day. If you're interested in doing that, reach out to any one of our volunteers on the Cruisers Network Facebook page. I can help you with a script or whatever you like. You can do a regular day, or just do one day or several days if you like. If the microphone's not a favorite thing of yours, if you'd like to host an event, we have been guests on board several folks' boats here in town, and we've conducted the broadcast from their boat. If you're interested in hosting a broadcast, please reach out to me through the Facebook page. My name is Brian Bliss. And again, check out that Facebook page, the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. Lots of useful information on there. Check that out. It's a private page. Now I'd like to do a blessing every broadcast. So this morning's blessing, in honor of our St. Paddy's Day, we're going to have our Irish sailor's blessing this morning. May the seas lie smooth before you. May a gentle breeze forever fill your sails. May sunshine warm your face and kindness warm your soul. And until we meet again, may God bless you and keep you safe. Amen.
Amen.
Get out there. Remember to get out there and make amazing memories while you're in St. Augustine. It's an amazing city. Remember to be kind and to live proper. And know this, others dream of the lives we live. We truly are blessed. Whether you're a sailboater, powerboater, fisherman, kayaker, or work in marinas and work on the water, we are all part of the boating family. We are all stewards of the sea. Right now, I'd like to open the floor to anybody. That right now is our final announcement portion. Is there anything anybody would like to share with the group before we close? If so, please do so now.
Everybody might have missed it. We went to a ladybug event this last weekend, and it was really awesome. Everybody put a lot of heart and soul into it, and it was a really great representation of the boating community. And with number 2 and with number 3, come on, Billy.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for listening this morning. Get out there and enjoy this amazing city. Remember, Anchor Eats records these broadcasts and shows it on our YouTube channel. If you missed anything this morning, get out there and have an amazing day. Look for the Anchor Eats boats. We'll have hot food on the water today. I have nothing further. We're clear. Talk to you again Tuesday.